Well, hello, it's Crystal. So today was a interesting day, but I got a message from Hermes today, and it all goes hand in hand with kind of how my day went. And as I'm like thinking back or looking back at it, and I was like, okay. So I had to go to the mall today, and I'm not like a huge mall person. And where I had to go was super packed, and I had to wait to go in because it was like ridiculous because it was full of teenagers. It was lunchtime, stupid time to go. Anyways, so I get in there, I finally get in, and I just feel this like gross, heavy, dense energy. And so immediately I start doing light language and clearing the energy. Because I was so overwhelmed. It was gross. Like I couldn't, as I'm like walking through, I'm just like, ooh, this is like a gross energy. And so I'm like kind of walking through the aisles doing what I'm doing, energy healing wise. And then saw these two boys get caught for stealing. And actually knew one of the boys from when he was a baby, which is crazy. So they're the same age as my daughter, which was just like, oh my word. Then I had to kind of be, mom mode kicked in, and I was trying to mind my business, but then, kids were messing around and like launched shit in the aisle that I was in, and I almost got hit with something. So I was like, so yeah, anyways, I was like really flustered after that because I'm like, what the F? But honestly, after I did that clearing and stuff, the energy felt okay. I got what I needed and I got out. But so back to Hermes, as I'm coming home, the reason Hermes came up was I was pulling some cards from the Light Seers Tarot, and I pulled the Knight of Cups. And what I noticed on the Knight of Cups is his shoes, and his shoes immediately reminded me of Hermes. So Hermes was on my mind earlier today, simply because of this. So Hermes is the herald of gods. He's the human herald. He's the herald. He's the god of travelers, thieves, merchants, and orators, of wealth, luck, and fertility. He's also known as a divine trickster and known for being very mischievous. And as I was like writing this down, I wrote down trickster vibes, and Hermes was like, I was with those boys when they were doing that shit. And I was like, what the fuck, Hermes? Hermes, like, what the fuck? But yeah, so there may be something something around you that is like a trickster energy that is coming around. And so it's just being mindful of the energy around you. And so if you are guided to do some sort of like energetic clearing, even if you don't have to be like loud about it, but just like conscious, or conscious is not the right word. Oh my Lord. Spirit, give me the dang word. Intentional, yes. If you can be intentional with it, then that makes also a huge difference. But yeah, trickster vibes. But Hermes, what else do we need to know? There may be a time and a place for being a little trickster. Maybe you have a family that likes to joke with each other, and it's kind of like a lighthearted thing. You're not doing it maliciously. You're actually just doing it because you like a good chuckle. You're not hurting anybody. You're not actually like stealing from anybody. Okay, what else? the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. Oh my God. I only say that because like there's an offer of love. Love has been swirling around like crazy. So there may be a divine message, or you may have had a message in the wings that has been meant to go to the divine. And it's like maybe you've been calling in love, equal reciprocity. And Hermes is here is like, yeah, I already fast tracked that shit. Are you ready? So we got the Ace of Cups and then the Chariot. So the other day I was also, I don't know, I just had a day, like some days I just need to listen to music. And I had charged my headphones the day before, and then I was just, I think it was on Sunday, I like finally had it kind of just like a chill day. So I put in my headphones and I just was listening to music, and I realized I was listening to the songs 3 times each before I would go to a different song, or before I would go and look up a different song. And a lot of the songs were love songs, to be honest. I was listening to R&B, but there is, a huge energy of somebody coming back around. So you may have been listening to songs from like, I was listening to songs from 2000s. I will be 40 next month. So, okay. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. Are you ready for this divine partnership? And the craziest thing is I was listening to music and it was really helpful, but there's also some songs that kind of helped me to like release, and I was crying and I was kind of like in this meditative state, and I was connecting with my divine masculine. And there was things that we needed to like resolve. So there's like kind of things were coming back up to the surface that I hadn't really thought about for quite some time. And it was kind of like a release, but it was also like, it was a shedding and a release of like tears, like definitely cried heavy, but it was like I was standing beside my divine masculine, and my divine masculine was kind of like on his knees, and just like the way that I was able to connect and help him also tune into the energy of like release and forgiveness, because I know there's like a lot of heaviness going on, and for a lot of masculines there's a lot of regret. There's a lot of regret for the way that they have behaved. There's a very big shadow. And so it was just this like forgiveness, like I forgive you, even if we don't see each other again, even if we are not meant to come back together in this lifetime. I forgive you, I love you, and I wish the most healing for you and growth. And the way that it just like was so pure. There is, again, so there's this energy of regret, but there's also an energy of love, of commitment, somebody wanting to come in fast because they've had such a hard time, but they have a passion for you that is undeniable. Any last messages? Oh my gosh. They choose you, always and forever.